Army of Darkness issue 3. Dude, this is why I love good writers. Because just like that, in the next chapter, they could get you hyped up. Dude, this chapter made me go, holy shit. For those who didn't read the last chapter, dude, y'all got to get on this series. It's at number 3. Y'all could quickly get into it. Support the original release. Go to your comic book store or dynamite.com and just download this shit. Purchase it. Get it. It's really good. Because right now, as we left off, we saw someone kind of infected. Yeah. And we all were sketchy about that nun. Well, it turns out, Dracula, remember, in this facility, they got the vampires working with the humans, working with the werewolves, working with some of the other supernatural. Turns out, one of the vampire nurses who was helping. What do you want, cat? Okay. Um, Basically, one of the nurses that was in the vampire family was drawing blood, and something happens. That's right. She gets brutally murdered, and everyone starts freaking out. And the first person Eva does, for those who don't know Eva, she's the chick that knows Ash from a few issues ago before this series started, who is the daughter of Dracula. She automatically accuses him. Dracula is like, wait, hold up. How? The door has a cross. There are holy sigils on the door. She has to invite me in to attack. But Eva wasn't having none of it. She's right here snapping, saying, you killed her. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And only one who's making sense is the pastor, who's telling everyone, calm down. This can't be Dracula. There's no way no vampire was able to get in here. Even though the death looks like similar to a vampire. However, Rona Rani, I can't pronounce her name right. Oh my god, I'm so flabbergasted with names right now. Well, all day today I was messing up with names, but she basically accuses Dracula, saying, "Oh, then you gotta think about it. You might be losing your grip on your vampires." This is something you don't say to Dracula. First of all, he snaps right away. He's like, "You saying I don't got control over my harem, over my people?" And she's like, "This. Oh, well, you look at all the other vampires. They gotta drink out of a little vial or a bag while you drink from the tap." So boom, and Dracula's like, "Really?" He grips her up and says, "I can smell the blood in you." And shit went ballistic because Eva, without hesitation, just starts bawling crazy and accusing him even more. And before he even basically gets to say anything, she goes and straight up burns him. And you can even see him snapping. He's like this, "You dare accuse me, deceiver, and you smell the bloody..." Look, why are y'all arguing? He said he smelled the blood on the nun. But of course, since he's Dracula, everyone's against him. And the way the story goes on is fucking crazy. I love how it's... And the worst part is that due to this whole ordeal, he decided to leave them, saying, "You know what? You don't got the help of the vampires. We're out." So now this army that was consisted of humans, priests, werewolves, and vampires are now reduced by a whole section. All the vampires are gone. They're not helping them no more. And it turns out all this was a traded out plan of the nun. Yes, the bitch. I already knew she was gonna be a freaking problem. Because it turns out a deadite, already fully possessed her. Now, for those who've seen the movies, we all know once you're possessed, you're possessed. There's no way getting around that, except Ash, apparently. So she goes out, basically twisting her body, contorting it, threatening everybody, and Eva is right now filled with... You gotta think about it. Eva was saying her dad did all this, when this whole time it's one of her partners, which is freaking funny. And before she was able to attack Eva, Ash comes in, yeah, chainsaws her freaking arm off. And it's funny because later on, Ash is like this. "Yeah, I know how that feels." For those who don't know, in part 2 of Evil Dead, he chainsawed his hand off, which should go watch that movie. You should watch both movies. Actually, you should watch all three movies and play the game. It's fun and bloody. Sponsorship. Pay me. It's like, I wish I was sponsored. It'd be funny. And this part is the most awesomest. The drawing here is horrific. I love it. Now, basically, the nun's like this. Sooner or later, you're all gonna be possessed by us. You will all be like us. You will be one of us. And this is the minor details in this art that I like. Because if you see her eye, you still see the pupil a tad bit. Like, basically, she's doing all this Undertaker shit. Which I like, because usually they put all white eyes. No, this one is actually, you can tell it's rolling in the back of her skull. So Ash is freaking out because he has to do something now. There's a Deadite right in front of them, and he has to take her out. Now, Frankenstein tried to help. Keyword tried. For those who don't know, Deadeye's got superhuman strength, so she chucked him. Tried to chuck Ash. Ash chainsawed her again. And when Gunnar, I think his name is Gunnar or Gunnarlo, Gunnarle. Oh my god, I'm fucking up with names today. But basically, as we all know, he was in a somewhat relationship with the nun, and he just broke down. Went to where we were about to fight Ash, but thank God Frankenstein was there to basically hold him, and he howls and mourn of the lost nun. However, the nun left them with this message before Ash right here start hacking away at her. He said that now that the plan has succeeded and we got Dracula away from here, you will all perish. And I'm like, really? That's good to know. You planned this, didn't ya? Mm-hmm. And the fact that I'm mad about this is really good, really well written. Y'all gotta read this whole issue, this whole series, because it's really good. And the part is, I blame Eva. I blame her. Because if she would have just thought for a minute before automatically assuming, they would have had Dracula still in their arsenal. Not only that, Dracula already knew what was the problem, but no one wanted to listen to him because he's Dracula. So yeah, c'est la vie. That's messed up, man. Now y'all lost the army. Mm-hmm. And it turns out the pastor said, look, we gotta take up arms now. We lost our arsenal. We lost our majority of a heavy hitter we had. We lost. We gotta defend the ranks now. So it looks like the next chapter is gonna be a slight mini war. The reason I say a slight mini war is because the way this last panel is, it looks good. It looks really, really good. Because you got Eva, you got the witch, you got the pastor, you got Frankenstein, you got Ash, and you got Gunnar. Fuck your names. Oh my god, I'm bad with names today. But right now, I'm wondering maybe Dracula might come back. Because, you know, Eva's his daughter and all. I don't think he could be that rude. Possibly. But man, this chapter, like, I'm trying not to say so much about it because I want y'all to read it. It's a really good read. Like, go on Comixology, I think that's what it's called, and purchase it because it's worth the buy. Actually, this whole series so far is worth the buy. I mean, shit, I got them all collected. I can't wait for the next chapter to come out. Shit, that's gonna be awesome. And what do y'all think is gonna happen? Like, do you have an idea or a clue what's gonna go down? Cause, no offense, these are the most heaviest hitters right now, and they lost Dracula and his three maidens. And Gunnar, he got some good werewolves with him, but none like him. He's basically the beefiest one. Witch lady over here, she's a really good arsenal against the Deadites. Frankenstein and the pastor are like the meat shields. I would personally use Frankenstein as a freaking meat shield because he's immortal, so you can basically just put him in front, take all the damage. Here, sew him up. Yeah. I'm mean. I will use Frankenstein as a living meat shield the moment I get my hands on him. Eva, hopefully, Eva will redeem herself because she's been a whiny person for the past since the beginning. Since the beginning of the series, she's just been a whiny person. We really didn't see how much skill she had. We mostly seen the werewolf and Frankenstein basically butt heads more than anyone. But yeah, tell me if y'all read this already. What y'all think about it? What y'all think is gonna happen? Also, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe if y'all want, and please support the original release. Support the artist. Purchase this comic because it's a buy. It's a good read, and you won't be bored. I guarantee you that. And I'll see y'all in the next review.